Hi, welcome to the Flinn Gallery. I'm Barbara Richards, the chair of the Flinn. This is an important event for us, the opening of our first show of this season. After 2 years of construction inhibitions and pandemic shutdowns, the library is open and the Flinn Gallery is open. The library has completed its major construction project. Please visit the new areas in the library, especially the lower level with a new cafe and a new theater. It is all quite an addition to this already wonderful building. This fall, the gallery does comply with the library COVID protocols of wearing a mask at all times. Our hours are the same as in the past: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, 10 to 5. Thursday, 10 to 8, and Sunday, 1 to 5. We are open for business and viewing. Please come visit us. The Flinn Gallery is funded by the Friends of the Greenwich Library. We would not exist without that support. In addition, we feel so fortunate for the cooperation and interaction that we have with the staff of the Greenwich Library and for the constant commitment from our committee members. I hope you enjoy the opening. Visit our website at flynngallery.com and do come and visit us. We look forward to seeing you. Now I would like to introduce you to Leslie Ash, one of the curators for this show.
Thank you, Barbara. Greetings. I'm Leslie Ash, co-curator of this exhibition, Not by the Book. Thank you for joining us for this launch. Like so many things the past year and a half, this show has had a long birth. Due to the pandemic, it was postponed twice. This past season, when we realized that there were so many limitations on in-person viewing, we decided to wait until it could be seen in its full 3 dimensions. So while we're very happy to have you here with us now, we do hope you'll be returning and be able to see this show as well in person. The exhibition will run through December 8th to provide ample time for spread out visits. Now I'd like to turn it over to my co-curator, Kira Albinski, who will provide an overview of the show and introduce the 4 extraordinary artists who make up Not by the Book. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Kira Albinski, one of the co-curators of this exhibition, and I'm thrilled to welcome you back to the Flinn Gallery to see this show. The artworks exhibited here are made of books. They're about books, but they're also creative reimaginings of printed texts. They are not by the book. And the artists whose work you see here, they make books, they build with books, they deconstruct and reassemble book parts, and they use books to probe our perception and to challenge us to consider pressing contemporary issues like environmental change and the transformation of knowledge in the digital age. In addition, the works here in the gallery resonate visually and thematically in really fascinating and unexpected ways. So we invite you back to the Flinn Gallery to experience these artworks in person. Now please, let me introduce you to the artists: Sheila Hale, Chris Perry, Andrew Soviani, and Aaron Walrath.
I'm Sheila Hale. There are basically 3 underlying ideas in all of the artwork that I have in the gallery today. The idea of an archive, concerns about large quantities of information, and the idea of agency, which is probably less obvious. With archive, the agency begins with deciding what should be included in an archive. What do we cherish and what do we squander? I began archive by shredding text. I was angry about lies and other abuses of language. But the artwork took on its own agency and went in directions that I hadn't planned from the beginning. With the book moth pieces, information has taken on its own agency and is escaping from confinement and returning to the world. As an artist, I begin an artwork and I have agency. The artwork has its own agency. At that point, the process becomes collaborative, a collaboration between the agency of the artist and the agency of the artwork. I am aware of this and attentive to it. In a manner of speaking, I serve at the pleasure of the artwork.
My name is Chris Perry. The title of this piece is 154 Ripples, Icicle. It was inspired by the icicles I saw hanging off the roof dams on my new house. I was also inspired because I was given the opportunity to try to address an entire gallery space with a single piece, as opposed to a forest of single books on pedestals. The piece is made of altered books found in a recycle bin, recovered, the spines added, as you see, mounted onto a bracket and mounted to the wall. It is the beginning of a series of larger pieces that address entire rooms as opposed to a single volume.
Hi, I'm Andrew Silviani, and I'd like to take a minute to talk about my whitewashed series of images, in particular the image color construct number 2 here. With this body of work, I'm really trying to celebrate and explore the physicality, the materiality of book as a form, as an element. I'm trying to examine its heft, the way it interacts with gravity, the way the form can be changed and altered, as well as celebrate the multi-sensory experience of reading a book versus the kind of single sensory experience of looking at something on the screen. So to go about doing that, I spray paint all of my books before I set up these constructs white. I spray paint them white so that I can kind of hide the titles of the book. So it gives us and the viewer a chance to pause and not look directly for a title and get some kind of relationship with the title. Instead, to kind of ponder and look at the textures, the wear, the page edges, the entire image itself, and kind of absorb the physicality of the book.
Hi, I'm Erin Walrath. I've been working in mixed media and collage and assemblage for about 20 years, and about 12 years ago I started focusing primarily on the use of books. Books for me are extremely versatile, extremely available right now with the amount of them that are being discarded in the world. And because my work is inspired by the processes of nature, I find that books have a quality, being that they're made of paper and pulp and certain color palettes, that I can create work that references nature, but that still has an element of humanity to it. So no matter how small the parts become, they still retain kind of a signature of the initial purpose or inspiration of the book itself.